Today on the channel, fresh from the Target Haulathon, we got Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We got Baxter Stockman.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles unboxing and review. And today on the channel we got a guy, pre-mutation, as we got Baxter Stockman Human Edition. But for all your Baxter Stockman needs, better head to Target. But for everything else, hit up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, going to do this like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And let's see what old Baxter Stockman is up to here. Playing all them human hits. Oh, yes. This is one of those ones. It could be a guy in a crowd for your wrestling. Could be a street scene guy for your Marvel Legends, Marvel Selects, DC McFarlane. You could mix him into other toy lines if that is something you want to do. Or he could be straight up Baxter Stockman in your Turtles before the mutation. Before the mutation. Got a little glamour shot down there. Eastman and Laird's Ninja Turtles. Big bubble window. Nickelodeon NECA. Peg hanger right there. Number 15 in the line, as we see on the side here. And there he is with his pet mouser. That's kind of how I hold Domino, my dog, from time to time. Oh, Domino. There she is. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right at the bottom again. Meanwhile, we got some glamour shots there. Got a little cross-sell down below. Playing all the hits right there is what it is. And it's Baxter Stockman trying to get things all figured out before he turns into a fly, as we know. Usual background, seen it before. See it again, see you later. Three-pointer like a young Larry Bird at the three-point line. And we got old Baxter Stockman doing Baxter Stockman things in the plastic prison. But I'm going to take this offline, get all these twist ties off, throw them at Todd McFarlane, and we'll be back talking all things Baxter Stockman. All right, we got Baxter out of the package. Let's dive into the accessories first, then we'll dive into the figure, then we'll do a little comparison here. Some interesting comparisons with this one, but I guess we'll go computer first off. It's crazy. We get a lot of computers lately. We got Super 7 Ralph Wiggum that came with a computer. We got this one, obviously, and there was another one just recently that came with a computer. It's cool to get a computer, but what do you do with this? You just have him sitting on the ground like this on the floor? I mean, it'd be nice if I had a table or something. I guess got to invest in a table or something to put these computers on, but all these computers, nowhere to go with them. But we do get a computer right here. Old school 80s computer, too. I see the floppy disk drive there. Even I am too young for floppy disk drives. Obviously, I remember with the library and things, but we didn't use those things when I was a kid too often. We got the blue screen going on. The blue screen of doom is what this is, but a very cool old school computer here, ready to play a game of Oregon Trail. A hot game of Oregon Trail. Maybe where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Maybe that too. Where is she? They ever find her? Who knows? I heard, somebody fact check this, I think she got married to Waldo, and now they're trying to find both of them together. Extra tough finding those two. The best hide-and-seekers of all time, no doubt about it. Where's Waldo and Carmen Sandiego? A love story for the ages is what that one is right there. So shout out to Carmen, shout out to our old friend Waldo. But we're continuing on here with something I have no idea what this is. What is this thing? Does anybody remember what this little box is? I don't think I ever read this comic book series. I don't think I did. As a kid, it just wasn't for me. And even the Turtle cartoon, the Archie comics, wasn't for me for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm just never into it. I just like the Playmates toys, and I like the original cartoon. That was what I wanted out of my Turtles. But there's so many different incarnations, as we do know. I've caught up on a lot of this stuff, but I never went back and read this comic book series. But it is something for Baxter Stockman right here. Just not exactly sure what it is. So there you go. The more you know. The more you know. That's a riveting review right here, let me tell you. Then we get extra hands here. You got a finger pointing hand. You got a maniacal hand. You got a gripping hand. You got a tighter gripping hand. Tight, tight. What do you want to do? Choose your own hand adventure there. Then we're not done. We do get a mouser here. Always good to get these mousers. You can never really have enough of these. Of course, there's millions of them. So always getting these thrown in as an accessory isn't a bad deal at all, but it is a nice one in a little blue hint of color to it against the gray. Of course, the open jaw on it like we're used to there. The legs do go moving around at the foot and the knee. So it just straight up is a mouser here on brand for Baxter Stockman. He's got his henchmen. He's got his robot mousers right there. But now we're going to dive into Baxter Stockman. We're going to dive into these head sculpts here. two different looks to Baxter Stockman, and I see this, and this looks like if I went to the fair with my dad in the 80s and they drew the character of us, and I feel like this would be my dad in the 80s, maybe with white skin instead of black skin, but maybe he was really tan that summer. My dad loves working in the yard, loves mowing that yard and working in the yard, so sometimes he gets pretty tan. But it looks like my dad in the 80s when he used to wear glasses, kind of used to have a little bit of hair like this, I would say. And then he had a little mustache action. It was kind of after he transitioned from his Tom Selleck look into his Baxter Stockman look. But shout out to my dad. It looks like my dad if he was black. It's my dad wearing blackface. This is the most racist figure of all time is what this is. Who knows? But he does got the eyeglasses going on there. A nice smile to him. Mustache you could set a watch to if you really needed to back then. A little bit of hair going up at the top. Looking good. Just looks like a normal guy. Looks like a guy that worked in a library or a computer room or something. And he fits. I mean, you could easily do that. There. Now the second head, not far off from there either. Another friendly face going on. A little bit of side eye like a young Todd McFarlane from the couch. A little bit more teeth on this one showing. That's the big difference between these. But as we always say, choose your own head adventure. Really no need for this extra head here. They're very similar. I don't know if there really is a need there. Would have liked to seen a more open mouth or a bigger expression maybe. I don't know. Choose your own adventure, as I always do say. But now I'm getting a little Iron Maiden deja vu right here, as this figure is identical repaint outside of the head. And we'll do some comparisons in a little bit. But, of course, arms do go around for us. Very tight arms. Double jointed elbows, hands back and forth, side to side, hands removable. Two fists of Baxter Stockman Fury here. He's ready to put up them dukes. He's going to put up them dukes against you. Waist articulation, big old splits if you need it. Leg goes up, double jointed knees, ankles up and down, back and forth. Got the gray pants on against the tan shoes. Got those nice high water pants with the white socks. Oh, what a look. What a look that is. Got a little teal sweatshirt going on. And of course, you got the collar popping out. Very 80s. Very going to work in the 80s is what that looks like to me. Nice teal sweater on the top, looking good. Of course, he does fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. But I don't know. How well is this bad boy going to sell? I don't see a lot of kids picking this one up. And let's be honest, I don't know if a lot of kids are getting the NECA Ninja Turtle stuff to begin with. But if they are, they're definitely walking past this Baxter Stockman. Definitely an adult collector toy. And one I don't think is going to set the world on fire. It's just, when we think Baxter Stockman, most of us, we think of the crazy fly-like guy. This is definitely pre-mutation, at least I hope it is. But definitely looking interesting. But I said this, a lot of reuse right here. Man, you're not kidding. There's a lot of reuse. It is our old friend Kirby, Jack Kirby, that is. You get the exact same thing going on. Obviously, a little bit of differences. The head, the skin tone, of course, the paint color, and a little bit of the forearms. But besides that, a lot of reuse, a lot of getting the most out of your molds. Definition of that right here from NECA. And honestly, it does work for me because you don't need to go too crazy with two figures like this. They're very ancillary. I guess Baxter, you could say maybe not, but very ancillary characters. Ones that aren't going to sell as much as the Turtles. So maybe they don't need as much love, so you can get some reuse here. I don't know. It's up to you and your feelings on that one here, but not a bad figure, just not a great figure. It just depends what kind of a turtle collector you are, once again, at the end of the day. But Kirby and Baxter Stockman, two friends, look like a superhero group. The library defenders. The defenders of the library. The defenders of the computer lab is what this team should be called right here. Who knows? But looking good here is Baxter Stockman and Mr. Kirby, we'll call him there. Shout out to the real-life Mr. Kirby, my daughter's teacher back in the day. Good guy, good heavy metal brother. How about that? So there it is, little Baxter Stockman. What are your guys' thoughts? Any thoughts on this one in your ideas of things with Baxter Stockman? Is this what you think of? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. All the videos from both YouTube channels early over there. You do get all the glamour shot images over there as well. Weekly pizza reviews, dog stuff, monthly Q&As, monthly giveaways. You name it, it's all going down on the Patreon. Best of all, you do support the channel, all the content it does bring. You can also support the channel at PrestoTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget Amazon, Barnes & Noble for my new book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstars series. Almost 700 pages of content right here. Appreciate all the support. If you do want an autographed copy, hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Jack Kirby, myself, and Baxter Stockman, and the good book, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.